It's absolutely incredible, an amazing feat of technology.
And happy Passover, Pixelu.
Yeah, what is the appropriate culturally sensitive way to provide a Passover greeting to someone? Is happy Passover the right term?
Pesach Tov?
Yeah, I'm not trying to be snarky. Actually, I legitimately don't know, and I would like to know that. I just want to say that so far I love your stream. Well, thank you so much. We put a lot of effort into it.
Platypus?
We started doing this about 7 months ago when Microsoft Flight Sim launched. I'd never been a Twitch streamer before that. Factual Gold, never done anything like this either.
No.
Happy Passover is okay. Thanks for that, Pixie. Well, happy Passover to you, my friend. So I thought, being a real-life pilot, I've had my pilot's license since I was a teenager. Over 20 years now. I thought, I've got something I could offer the community, and then Factual Gold wanted to join as well. And the two of us, I think we try to be really creative. We always try to do something new and unique, and encourage our viewers to fly along with us. As you can see, we got a lot of people in our formation tonight.
Oh, hang on, Air Australia. I will let you know that in 1 sec.
Okay. So yeah, we're always trying to do something new, original. This is where the endurance race next week is coming from. We're raising money for the Royal Flying Doctors, and so we're really pleased that we've attracted an audience. I thought, when I first started doing this, if there's 10 people, 12 people that tune in, I would consider that a success. And it's blown me away how much support we've gotten from our community. If you just look, everyone who's got bronze or silver wings next to their name in chat, that's either a subscriber or someone who's been a recipient of a gift subscription. Which is practically everyone in our chat. We have such an engagement of the community. Stream every time. So thank you so much for all that support.
I'm sorry, did you answer, Captain Platypus, what you fly in real life?
Oh,
because I can't.
Yeah, sorry. Normally we have a bot command that would tell you that, but unfortunately my bot is broken tonight. In real life, I have a private pilot's license and a glider pilot's license, and I'm certified to fly Piper Tomahawks PA-38, which is what I did most of my pilot training on. I also fly Cessna 172s, which are in Microsoft Flight Sim, and you can fly a 172 in this sim. And I also fly Schweitzer 233A gliders.
Oh gosh, we've now just had two messages going to the wrong person. So to Air Australia.
Oh, okay.
2:30 or 3 p.m. You might hear that, or you might see it here.
Well, not just in Australia, but in Sydney, because there's various time zones in Australia.
Oh, darn it.
Did you pick the right one?
Of course there are.
Just do current Sydney time. Yeah, it auto-completed. It worked.
Oh.
You had it, SYD. Yeah, about 3 p.m. Sydney time, we'll be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you for that.
All right, Paladin, I have to tuck and roll early morning work tomorrow. Well, thanks for tuning in, Paladin. Hope to see you back soon.
There was a dad joke redeemed.
Oh no, Loud and Deadly, what have you done? All right, let's hear it, Factual Girl.
This relates a little bit to our conversation with Pixelu.
Oh, about Passover?
A little bit.
Okay.
So a priest, a pastor, and a rabbit entered a clinic to donate blood. The nurse asked the rabbit, "What's your blood type?" "I'm probably a type O," said the rabbit.
Typo. Oh!
Because it's normal.
Oh, yeah. No, I get it. That's clever. I like that one. That's actually really good. Well done. General Poopy Pants wants to know.
Also Fly D Corvette. Oh, but yes, Poopy Pants.
General Poopy Pants wants to know: does the simulation of the game resemble the real life experience? It's really good. For the most part, it does. There are things that it doesn't simulate well, and because I don't have, I'm not flying with a VR helmet on. If I was, in real life, I could turn my head like this and look out my left window like that. The sensation of being able to move your head to look around, you can't really mimic on a 2D screen. I know people say you can hit VR or track IR, things like that. It's honestly, as good as those products are, it's not the same at all to flying in real life, where you're completely surrounded by by your full 360-degree peripheral vision, etc. But for the most part, the sim does feel pretty realistic. The other thing that you don't have and that you really can't have without some really high-end specialized hardware is, in the old days we call this force feedback, but just the sensation of when you're holding the stick and you're pulling stuff around because of turbulence or because you're pulling your sleeve, in real life you can feel the resistance of that in your hand when you're holding your stick over the yoke. And you don't
No, like haptic feedback.
exactly no haptic feedback in Microsoft Flight Sim.
There is another dad joke, and with cars, their office was saying, why did you get your license in your application?
No, I was very fortunate. I received a scholarship in high school to receive a full ride scholarship. I didn't have to pay a cent to get my pilot's license as a teenager. And it was at the time, it was my career goal was to continue with my flight training, get a healthy engine rating, IFR rating, commercial pilot's license, eventually become an airline pilot. But it's funny how life turns out, and things worked out a different way, and that never happened. But I often wonder, what if I had gone and continued that? I probably never would have met Factual Gull, and I never would have got married. So, or at least not to Factual Gull. So, I don't say I never would have got married, but I never would have met you and then married you, right? So.
Why are we talking about other women? Just kidding. Captain Platypus is asking about the Australia event next week.
Yeah.
Want to join, but I'm not really skilled at flying any of the GA aircraft. Can I join but not be in the running? I don't want to accidentally cheat.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the event is 100% open to all pilots of all skill levels.
Anyone can join along and fly.
Anyone can join. We would love to see you participate. Don't be intimidated. It's not about winning. I 100% guarantee you I am not going to win, and that's fun. I'm doing it for fun and to raise money for the charity. Yeah, do join and sign up. If you want any help, I can watch our stream, ask some questions in chats, and I'll give you some advice. But if you want to just fly something you're more familiar with and just not be in the running for the prize, you can still 100% do that. We actively will encourage you to do that. The more the merrier. Definitely, watch the streams, fly along with the group. It's great to have camaraderie and teamwork and so on.
Well, and quite frankly,
Yeah.
we are flying along and taking part in the event,
Yeah.
but are not eligible for the prize because you're organizing it.
Right.
So, anyone can fly along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to be buying that Orbex Sydney pack to demo
demonstrate
it on this thing too.
when we get to it.
And yes, John, how do you say your last name there? Neve? She is a Shiba.
Yes.
She's a 10-year-old Shiba Inu. She's getting to be a senior dog.
She's having a really big...
All right, Captain Platypus, if you're trying to figure out what is the easiest to fly long haul for beginner GA pilots, Cessna 172 G1000 would be a very good choice. It's got an autopilot. You can watch some YouTube videos to teach you how to use the G1000 autopilot. I think that would be a very, very good choice for a beginner who just wants to get started.
And Zeta Hegla, have a good night.
All right, good night to you, Zeta Hegla. I saw a question, do we have a YouTube channel? We do have a YouTube channel, but we have no content there. I just sort of reserved the name. Eventually, we'll probably do something with it, but don't worry about it for now. There's nothing there worth seeing.
Air Australia is asking me, am I a seagull? I am not a seagull, but I am a factual gull. I believe I'm the only one of my species, though, so I don't really know what else to say. There are 2 dad jokes in the running.
Oh my god.
So, I don't know if I told you this yet, CD, but I quit my job as a treadmill tester. I just felt like I wasn't going anywhere.
Oh my god.
Also, CD and I have a chicken-proof lawn. It's impeccable.
We have a chicken-proof
lawn.
It's impeccable. Oh my god. So bad.
Some of these are better than others.
No. Oh,
What?
John also had a Shiba named Kenji.
Oh, Kenji. Oh, did Maximus Powers redeem yet another dad joke?
Oh, Eros, really? No, go ahead. Feel free to advertise your YouTube channel. We don't mind.
Absolutely.
What we don't like is someone coming in here and just from their very first message just spamming their own stuff and self-promoting. But, you know, if you've been in our chat, you've been participating, you followed us, like, yeah, feel free. You're part of the community. Absolutely, you can put a link to your YouTube channel. And speaking of follows, thanks to General Poopy Pants, who just gave us a follow.
Poopy Pants.
Welcome to the Frequent Flyer program.
I feel like...
And John as well.
Also John. I feel like between General Poopy Pants and Loud and Deadly, I'm like 12 years old now. Okay, so Maximus Powers redeemed another joke.
Yeah.
I got arrested for illegally downloading the whole of Wikipedia. I told them I could explain everything.
Oh my god. All right, on that note, we've got 35 minutes. Hang on, it's time for an announcement from the captain. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is the captain speaking from the flight deck. We're still continuing our cruise at 8,500 feet en route to Caltech. Seatbelt sign is off, and you can freely move about the cabin. And flight attendants, you can go ahead and proceed with the next in-flight beverage service. Thank you for choosing Saturday Night Sorry for Flighting.
Oh, so Captain Platypus is going to propose to his girlfriend probably next summer, and it wants tips.
Oh, well. Captain Platypus, you're asking me for tips on how to propose. Factual Gall, why don't you tell Captain Platypus why I am not qualified to give that advice?
Because I asked him.
Factual Gall proposed to me.
And it's worked for the last, 14 years, so there you go.
Yeah. Cruise Killer, so nice to see you.
Nice.
And you just redeemed a dad joke. But also Heart Transplant Warrior redeemed a trivia question.
So we got one of each.
We got one of each.
Shall I, are we coming up to a...
We have got 30 nautical miles left to go. We've got about 10 minutes of flying time.
Okay.
Okay.
So...
Aerostar, you want to be a pilot when you grow up? That's awesome. Good luck to you. Cruise Killer did a 16-hour flight earlier today. In the sim or in real life, Cruise Killer? And John, thank you so much for that wiglet treat. We'll give her a dog treat. Schmecky is getting married on June 9th. Well, good luck to you, Schmecky.
Congratulations.
And congratulations.
Yeah. And I'll, your co-pilot winglet, it's a long reach. There we go. Om nom nom. Okay.
So dad joke and a trivia.
What do you call a magician who loses his magic?
A magician who loses his magic.
You know, or it would have to be his.
What?
Ian.
Oh, oh. Oh, that's so bad.
A magician with no magic. Contestants pair up with celebrities to guess the mystery word using only one-word clues.
Oh, I know this one.
And then we're all gonna sing the
Rescue Dog has got it.
Dog with it.
Well done, Rescue Dog. A little bit of a sound effect there for you. Yeah, Schmecky got it as well. It was password. Aerosmith, I saw your comment that you're not good at math. Well, you know what? You don't need to be expert at math. You do need some math skills to be a pilot. So work on that a little bit, but you don't need to be great. You don't need to be like calculus or anything like that is beyond what's required to be a pilot. But good arithmetic skills are absolutely necessary, and geometry is really valuable too.
Oh, Bleeman, you're kind of our style.
Yeah.
Bleeman said, "Don't worry about the perfect proposal. The right person won't care." I turned to my wife when we were sitting on the couch watching TV and said, "Hey, you want to get married?" And it worked, and we celebrated our 45th anniversary last month.
Well, that's a great story,
congratulations
Bleeman.
on the 45 years, Bleeman. That is awesome.
Yeah. Flying is expensive, yo. Yeah, Super TIE Fighter, absolutely right. Do you want me to tell you my age? Well, you know, I'm guessing you're probably in high school, Air Australia, if you say you wanted to be a pilot when you grow up. I'm going to say you're 16. Nope. Are you older or younger than 16? You're 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, welcome to our
Yes,
channel.
Anime Birder is correct. You're not 10, you're 13.
Yes.
And if anyone from Twitch asks, you're 13. Officially. Yes, Super TIE Fighter.
Yes.
13 is the minimum for Twitch.
Yes.
Trivia, who is Alan Laden's ex-wife?
Oh, so the host of Password,
Yeah.
who is his ex-wife. Can I have a one-word clue?
Good callback. Luden. Okay.
I do not know, but someone in chat must.
What are your settings?
Betty White?
Because your nav and VNav never work on MSFS. I don't think I'm doing anything special there. I'm just using like default settings.
Ms. Luden. Love Eddie Monocurve.
Right, how far?
Is it Betty White?
Is it Betty White? Not black.
Rescue Dog and Bleeman.
That would be great if it was Betty White.
It is Betty White. That's a really great question.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How old is Betty White now? She's like over 100 now, isn't it?
I think she's in her 90s. I'm not sure. I know that she's been in a lot of stuff lately, but I loved Golden Girls.
Yeah.
She's
Imonokari says 99.
She is 99. Yeah.
Anime Ritter, it's a true story. I still use the phrase when I grow up today. Yes, Anime Ritter, I do as well. And you and I both are in our early 40s. Just to give you some perspective on what it's like to be an adult and still not feel like you've grown up.
Well, there's always room to grow, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, we'll see you in a bit, Captain Pappas.
Google Man, I believe, and I'm not an expert in these glass cockpits. In real life, I'm only trained to fly steam gauge instrument cockpits. But I believe the flight planner button is so you can adjust your flight plan on the fly in the air. You know, normally you'd want to load in your flight plan on the ground before you get airborne. But if you need to make an adjustment for if there's weather and you need to divert or something like that, you can program in a flight plan directly onto the computer while you're airborne. That's what that's for. Betty White is epic level, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, tier list. Who do you rank higher? This is a really hard question.
Okay.
Who do you rank higher, Betty White
Yeah.
or Dolly Parton?
Oh.
I know. That's like a Sophie's Choice if I've ever heard one, right?
Yeah.
Kilo Victor, traffic diamond.
Dolly
Sierra Echo
Parton
Victor,
is
Echo
so
Romeo, Yankee,
talented
November
with
5,
like her
514 miles
songwriting,
south,
Yeah.
her
600 feet
her
inbound to land runway
politics
3.
are there's a lot of stuff that she leaves unsaid.
Yeah.
And I know this isn't a political stream, so I won't get into that. So Dolly Parton is, I think, for like her body of work, I think I would say Dolly Parton. But
Hang on. Cruise Killer says you should fly an Airbus one day. Well, Cruise Killer, sneak peek. We have a stream coming up this Thursday. Dog is my co-pilot.
yeah.
Someone pull up a calendar and tell me, what is this upcoming Thursday's date? Someone in chat, tell me what's the date this Thursday?
It's gotta be like end of March, beginning of April, something.
April 1st, yeah. What goes on
yes.
April 1st? What's significant about that date?
Hijinks.
Yeah. Just, not going to give anything away, but if you want to see an airliner on this channel, maybe tune in on Thursday, April 1st.
Pranks. Oh, and yes, Air Australia has been saying, imagine if you were actually flying and had a dog in there with you. And co-pilot Winglet is our co-pilot, so she not only flies with us, but pilots the plane once in a while. But yes, CD and I have a story about flying commercially with someone who had a cat.
Yeah, we were flying to Tokyo.
Yeah, that was in a carrier, like a soft-sided carrier, almost like a little duffel. And the person who, the fellow passenger who was
Hang on one second. Air Australia, thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you again soon.
See you, Air Australia.
Nice to meet you. See you next time. Oh, you'll be back in 20 minutes. Oh, okay.
Oh.
When you say you need to go, I thought you meant like you need to log off. Okay. We'll see you in 20 minutes then, Air Australia.
So this fellow passenger was just like in the row or 2 rows behind us.
Put a pin in that. I have to do an announcement really quick. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is the captain speaking from the flight deck. We have started our descent into Caltech. Please be advised, if Caltech is your final destination with us tonight, we will not be coming to a full stop at the passenger terminal. For your comfort and safety, if you're exiting the aircraft, please do so using the following procedure. First, throw your carry-on bags onto the runway, and then use the tuck and roll technique to safely exit the plane. If you're continuing with us past Caltech onto Elam or to Nome, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened. Thank you for choosing Saturday Night Sorry for Flighting. All right. Pastor Will, you're in the middle of a story, so go ahead and continue.
Yes. Caltech always makes me think of Caltech.
Yeah.
It throws me every time. I'm like, why does that sound familiar? And no, it doesn't sound familiar. It just makes me think of something totally different. Oh yes, we were
Talking
on
about the cats.
We were on a flight
To Tokyo.
There was a woman behind us, 2 rows behind us,
Yeah.
that had a cat in one of those kind of duffel carriers, and she unzipped it a little bit because the cat was upset, and she was just going to sort of put her hand in.
This is important information here. Now remember, the flight to Tokyo across the Pacific from Calgary, where we live in Canada, it's like a 12-hour flight.
Yeah.
And this was the last half hour of the 12. We were descending into Tokyo Narita Airport at the time.
Yes, it was at the very end of the flight.
Yeah.
And the cat was a bit distressed, so she like unzipped it a little bit to sort of just get her hand in and like palm it down. And the cat got out
Of the bag.
of the bag.
The cat literally got out of the bag.
The cat was literally out of the bag. And so of course she was really quick thinking and like grabbed it in her arms, but the cat was just freaking out. Like think of like a Pepe Le Pew cartoon with like the cat that's just like wants anything but to be like held. And
that's why we teach about consent these days.
well, yes, Pepe Le Pew is terrible in that regard. But she was wearing a t-shirt and there were like claw marks down her arms.
She was
this
bleeding.
cat
There was blood everywhere.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
The flight attendants had to do like first aid on the passenger.
Yeah, like she was okay, but she was very scratched up and stuff.
Yeah.
But yes, it was a good lesson in like if you have a pet in a carrier, like keep it in the carrier. Yeah. You don't want a pet in the cabin.
Believe me, good thing I'm not in a real plane either. I was so involved in your streaming chat I hadn't realized I passed the airport. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you call a Wrigley's police officer? A gumshoe.
Yes! Good one, CD. That's funny. Do I still have trivias and dad jokes, or am I?
I think we're caught up.
I think yes, because I just asked the
up.
password one. Yeah. And let me know when we're at cruising altitude because I do have
Well, I'm just turning on the
another
final.
drink
Papa
service.
Alpha
Oh,
Kilo
yes,
Victor
Cruise
Traffic
Killer
Diamond Sierra Echo Victor Echo
has
Romeo
reminded
Yankee
me that I am
November
not
55
caught up.
is on final
All right,
runway
Captain
ready to
Arash is
land.
tucking and rolling here. Well, good night to you, Captain Arash. I know you were on Allison's stream earlier, so you had a long day of watching Twitch streamers in Flight Sim. So good night to you, Captain Arash. Hope to see you again soon.
Night, Captain Arash. And Phil Page. 4 a.m. where they are. Have a good night.
All right, good night to you, Phil.
Have I ever told you that I hate spelling errors? You mix up 2 letters and your whole one letter is urine.
You really gonna put that to me when I'm on short final? Trying to do a landing here, and you're gonna tell a joke like that?
Okay, sterile cockpit. I'll clean up the.
Sterile cockpit. Well, we have a trivia question from Loud and Deadly.
We do, yes, and Captain Platypus redeemed trivia as well.
Oh, we have 2 trivia questions
We
then.
do.
Yeah.
And hello, Brenda.
Hey, Brenda, nice to see you.
Jack Nicholson won his first Oscar for Best Actor for his performance in what movie?
You got this one. Oh no, I don't know for sure. I got 2 guesses.
First Oscar for Jack Nicholson. What movie?
So I don't know. I'm just gonna throw this out there. I think it's one of 2. I think it's either.
Oh, give chat maybe a bit of.
No, The Shining was not one of my
saying The
guesses.
Shining.
No, that was not going to be one of my guesses. Oh no! Oh, look at this. We're going to have a head-on with that A320 right there. Yeah, Chinatown was going to be one of my guesses. The other one I thought was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Those are the 2 I thought it could be. And I see chat says those as well. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly.
So, Skipper Jeff, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is the answer.
Ah, okay. Well
Yeah,
done, Skipper
one of
Jeff.
The one that. Yay!
And rotates. Positive rates.
And having asked that, I am now just marveling at how many possibilities of Jack Nicholson movies from around that time.
Well, you know,
have been the answer.
he was like a prime A-list actor in the 70s. Like
Yeah.
almost everything he did was award-winning. So many great movies he was in the 70s.
Next question. What golfer led the PGA in total earnings 5 times during the 70s? And hello again, Air Australia.
I think I got a very
Yeah.
good guess for this one. But again, I don't know for sure.
Oh,
Papa
sweet
Alpha
Brenda has
Kilo
rubber
Victor
bands.
Traffic Diamond
More
Sierra
rubber
Echo
bands
Victor
keeps it
Echo
home.
Romeo
Oh,
Yankee
oh,
November
great,
5
Brenda.
final
I'm
miles,
excited about this rubber band
700
ball.
feet,
Post,
inbound
Brenda,
to land
post a photo
runway
of your
21.
progress on the Discord.
Yeah. And Bleeman, it is
Yeah.
Jack Nicholas.
Jack Nicklaus was my guess as well. Rescue Dog Arnold Palmer is also a very good guess, but that was, I think, in the 50s, not the 70s.
Yeah. It is on the same trivia card, and it was a few questions down, but I thought that would be pretty fun to have a Jack Nicholson and a Jack Nicholas
Yeah.
question.
Oh, a lot of people guessing Arnold Palmer.
Yeah. I mean, he was. I do not currently Air Australia.
So go to Air Australia's YouTube channel. It's just Air Australia.
Oh, okay. Start
Yeah.
playing YouTube videos on the stream.
So can you move that window too?
Yeah, I can.
That's fine.
Yeah. One moment, please.
This is so weird. What's so weird?
Engaging autopilot.
That you sub to you. No, no, we're happy to sub to you.
Yeah,
We always support our viewers.
yeah.
Anyone wants to promote anything? If you're a regular viewer of the channel, if you're a Twitch streamer yourself, or if you create YouTube content, or anything you do, we're happy to share in our community. Oh, really well subbed to Air Australia.
Nice.
Brenda has. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the Discord. Just Alt tab 1 second. Let's see here. Screenshots. Where did you put it, Brenda? I don't see it there. All right, we'll come back to that. Oh, it's loading. Okay. No, Factual Golf does not have a YouTube channel. We do have an Instagram, though, for Copilot Winglets.
We do.
If you're an Instagram user and you'd like to see more dog photos of our Shiba Inu Copilot Winglet, conveniently she is Copilot Winglets on Instagram. So you can search for her and give her a follow, and Factual Golf puts a new winglet photo up every 2 or 3 days.
Few days, yeah.
Goga Man, good night to you. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.
See ya, Goga Man.
Oh, you sent the photo. Okay. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
There is Brenda's ball of string that they're working on. Looking
No,
good.
elastics.
Oh, elastics, right.
Yeah.
Looking really good.
Looks like it's in a nest. It looks like an egg in a nest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
All right, we're going to do another beverage service here as soon as we get to cruise altitude. It should be another minute or so.
And thanks, Bleeman, for...
Once again, I do want to thank everyone who stuck around through those technical issues we were having earlier. I know it was pretty rough. I think we lost a few people, but most of you have stayed with it, so we really appreciate your support while we worked quickly to resolve some of those buffering issues that we were having.
Good thing that it was buffering issues we had and not dip-through incidents.
Yeah.
We'd much rather have those.
Chris, the next ICAO is Papa Foxtrot Echo Lima. And we are, should be a bit of a shorter waypoint. 86 nautical miles to that one. So once we get to cruise altitude, that's probably around half an hour of flying time.
And Air Australia, what is your YouTube handle?
They said it was Air Australia, but then Super Typhon said they couldn't find it.
Yeah, I'm having trouble finding it too. Happy to, I'll maybe go digging around for it a bit later.
Captain Platypus says, CDL, what is your favorite flight simulator memory? Mine would have to be when Virgin America got bought out. Our VA did a farewell flight for them, and it was pretty fun. I miss Virgin America as my favorite airline. Oh, yeah, that's a good story. What's my favorite flight simulator memory? I'm really trying to think now. It probably have to be. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah. Last December, a few of my friends and Factual Golf, we did a recreation in Microsoft Flight Sim and broadcast it live on our stream.
Yeah.
We did a live dramatic performance of the Frederick Forsyth short story The Shepherd, about a RAF pilot in the 1950s who was flying home for Christmas and got had an aircraft malfunction and got lost over the North Sea. And it was so good. That was, I think, something really special, really unique and creative that we did. And Draco, thank you so much for that follow.
Thank you, Draco. And Skipper Jeff has a great computer joke. Don't use beef stew as a computer password.
It's not strong enough. Oh my god. We are looking at some great, absolutely beautiful Alaskan wilderness scenery here. Now, we're lucky enough to be cruising over this at 8,500 feet.
Yeah.
If you can imagine the dog sled racers doing this at ground level, this is difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know the exact pathway they take or, traverse or anything, but kind of everywhere you look, there's not really one clearing that's easy to get across these mountains. Yeah, you can post a link in the chat if you want to. So that's probably the easiest way to do it. They use that story as a base for a Christmas special of Doctor Who. Yeah. And when we lived in Canada, every year they play that story on CBC radio every year on Christmas Eve. That's on the tradition. So we're just patient. Doctor, I need your help. I'm beginning to checking my Twitter. Doctor, I'm so sorry, I don't follow. Altitude of 8,000 500 feet en route to Elam. Flying time should be approximately 30 minutes, then we'll get you on the ground. Elam will be our second to last stop, with the final stop coming up after that will be Nome. We'll be taking the opportunity to look out the window and enjoy some of the beautiful Alaskan wilderness scenery below us in all directions. And flight attendants, please go ahead and proceed with the next round of the in-flight beverage service. Thank you for choosing Saturday Night Sorry for Flighting. Proximus Region says this channel is great. Well, thank you so much, Proximus. We really do try to put on an entertaining show. We try to be informative too. I am a real life pilot, so I know a lot about flying. I try to answer any questions that people in chat might have, either because you want to become a better simulator pilot yourself, or just because you're curious about flying and wondering how things work and how to do various different maneuvers and techniques. And we also like to share a lot of travel and tourism and history and that kind of knowledge as well. So we try to make this, in addition to being very entertaining and fun, and with the trivia and the dad jokes, we try to be informative and educational as well.
So is it time for beverage service?
It is time for beverage service, and Chief Flight Attendant Factual Gull, why don't we announce to our guests that they may enjoy some royalty-free smooth jazz music as you proceed with the next round of beverage service.
Excellent.
All right, so Factual Gull is pulling the cart into the aisle. You can place your orders in chat now, and she's going to go on that. I'll have a hot chocolate if you don't mind, Factual Gull.
Oh, sure.
And here, why don't I give you some of my dishes from the previous round?
Copy too.
All right, Cruise Killer would like a Pepsi. Proximus Region would like a coffee and a hot towel.
Oh.
Well, the hot towel service comes later. That's after the in-flight beverage service. Usually like the hot towel when you're cleaning up. Kind of refreshing after you've had your food and drink on the plane. All right. Hope everyone's enjoying that smooth jazz music. Factual Gull's hard at work in the galley, pulling the cart out. While she's doing that, I just want to acknowledge some of the members of the flock who are flying along with us tonight. We have got Puma Man, Likes to Program, Muskeg, STW, Loud and Deadly, Schmecky, Supreme, D-Money 71, Severny 55. I got someone below me in a TBM. I can't see your nameplate. My apologies. Lazy. Oh, it's Farinox is there. We've got Lazy Hippo and Triton. We've got Cooper AJ. And we got a lot of people behind us again as well. We've got Wombi Actual, Tiring Chart, Lotus Geek, Sparkly Goose, Buffalo Chip, Supreme, The Dove, and N6722 Charlie. All right, so welcome all of you to the formation. Hope I didn't miss anyone. Oh, yeah, no, I got all you guys. So what do we got here? I see some orders have come in. Captain Platypus says, a century ago, two brothers insisted that it was possible to fly, and as you can see, they were right. Oh, so bad. Our Singleton would like some White Claws. Buffalo Chip says, good evening, and good evening to you, Buffalo Chips. Nice to have you with us here flying. Dav said it's dinner time in Asia, but flying in Alaska. Very cool. Yeah. Well, I'm jealous of you having dinner time in Asia. I absolutely love Asian cuisine. Super Typhon has ordered a root beer. B Squad leader wants a shot of Pfizer. Pfizer, like the pharmaceutical company. Gregory says make it a double. Skipper Jeff says their call sign is November 6722 Charlie. Sky Command would like a ginger and scotch. That's a good order. Can't go wrong with that. Ginger ale is always my non-alcoholic drink of choice whenever I'm flying commercial. Yeah, and everyone, if you can find it, I know some people have had difficulty with the search, but Air Australia has got a YouTube channel that they're promoting, so we can go ahead and give them a follow. Oh, I think the joke is that Pfizer produces COVID vaccines. Ah, yes, I get it. I also would like a shot of Pfizer, or two. Yes, you know, one way, I guess we're fortunate that we're not considered high risk, and so we're not on the top priority to get the vaccine. So in a way, we're lucky, but in another way, I really want that vaccine. But you know, I will graciously wait my turn, and I know there's people who need it much more than I do, who are in a much higher risk health group. Captain Platypus has got to run. Thank you for the awesome stream, and I'll catch you next time. Well, thanks so much for joining, Captain Platypus. We'll be back here Thursday night for a special April 1st, April Fool's Day edition of Dog is My Co-Pilot. You're not going to want to miss that one. So same time next week, or same time this coming week, coming up on Thursday. All right, 65 nautical miles to go. Oh, I see the music has stopped. Let me just change the scene. Don't need to see Chief Flight Attendant Fasher Regal in the aisle with the beverage cart the entire time. Yeah, Captain Platypus doing the old tuck and roll. Enemy Birder says the real gag. It says Microsoft Flight Sim, but it's the original Flight Simulator. Yeah, the 1983 edition from who was it who made that? Sublogic. I don't know. You guys will have to tune in on Thursday to find out what the joke is. You'll see. And I think I hear Factual Gull returning, or at least coming down the aisle of the plane now.
I am still waiting for the water to boil.
Meanwhile, Lotus Geek is doing some aerobatic maneuvers here off to my 11 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
Looks pretty cool.
So I am just bringing the marshmallows first. And also we had a request for a hot towel. Hot towel.
We got marshmallows for the hot cocoa. Oh, you actually did bring a hot towel?
I actually did bring a hot towel, yes.
Oh.
So I know that was requested.
I got an actual hot towel here. Super Typhon says, is it a Dog is My Co-Pilot A320 special? I don't know, Super Typhon. It could be. You'll have to watch and find out. No, Aerosol, you don't need to share your real name. We can just go by usernames on the stream. Skipper Jeff says, "What did the bartender say after Charles Dickens ordered a martini?" Answer: olive or twist. Oh my god. Oh my god. That Skipper Jeff, that's so bad. So bad. Also, don't tell Factual Gull I'm eating some marshmallows before I get the hot cocoa. Lexa Bergen, hi you two. I just slewed in and ended up in front and above you. Yeah, I saw you there, like the program. You got you at by 12 o'clock, right there. Thanks for joining in, and glad you were able to catch up to us. Anime Birder, get out. Oh, that's terrible. So much for the horsepower. They need gas. Nice one, Air Australia. Anyone saw one of those Vision Jets today in real life? Anyone, I think I saw you posted it on Facebook. I think that's why I looked that up today. That's why I saw it up there. It's taking a long time because I kind of want to get that hot cocoa here. Oh, is that Factual Gull here coming back?
Do you hear my talons?
Yeah. Yeah, Air Australia, we've got probably 45 minutes or so left in this flight, I'm guessing. 20 minutes until we get to our next Spending channel points and you're getting dad jokes of this quality. All right, what do you think of that, guys? I don't want to tilt the cup over too much, or else I'll risk spilling it. But hopefully you can see that hot cocoa on the stream there on the webcam with marshmallows.
Oh yeah.
Man, B Squad leader just giving away these for free. Can you believe it?
Good ones too.
Gonna put Factual Gull out of business.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, I like that the marshmallows melt.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's a question in chat. First, type 0 if you do not like marshmallows at all. Type 1. No, wait to hear all the options. We're gonna do 1, 2, and 3. So option 1, type 1 in chat if you like your marshmallows plain, untoasted, room temperature. Type 2 if you like your marshmallows toasted to a nice golden brown. And type 3 if you like your marshmallows burnt to a crisp, totally blackened. So 0 is if you don't like marshmallows, 1 if you like them room temperature, 2 if you like them golden brown, and 3 if you like them burnt to a crisp. Mostly 2. I'm a 2 on that one. Few 1s.
There's a few 2 to 3s.
Yeah. Please listen carefully as our options have changed.
You know how many times we hear that and the options have not changed since the last time?
I've been playing so. Guys, Factual Gull and I, we both work for the same employer. And so our IT help desk at work is the same for both of us. And I work in IT for my organization.
But not for the help desk. Yeah.
Not on the help desk team though, but I know the manager of that team. For 6 years, I've been calling the help desk, and you get like, "Thank you for calling the IT help desk. Please listen carefully as the options have recently changed. The options have not changed in 6 years. Why are they still saying that?"
Although we also have like a corner grocery that has a permanent lit sign that says Keys Cat Renew Machine that has been there
For 20 years.
for the 20 years that I've lived in this city. We are married, yes.
Yes, we are. We have been married for 14 years here in Australia. Yeah, we are both married to each other.
To each other, yeah.
Bunny Rabbit, nice to see you.
Oh, hey, Bunny.
If only you could submit a ticket to let them know that the options have not changed. Yeah. Well, no, I'm serious. I personally know the manager of the help desk team, and I have let him know on several occasions that the options have not changed. And why does the menu still say that?
Lehman just called us rookies.
So, Australia, I'm not a professional pilot. I don't fly for work. I'm not an airline pilot. I'm just a private pilot. I fly as a hobby. I have a regular day job working in information technology for a large organization. And Factual Gull, coincidentally, we don't work in the same area, but we have the same employer. We both work for the same organization. Why does Antonov Airlines carry more stuff than Atlas Air? They need to wait it out. Oh. You want to fly as an airline pilot? Well, good luck to you, Air Australia. I wish you all the best in that. It takes a lot of dedication to get there. I don't know if he's still here, but we had VNav Path was watching our stream earlier. VNav Path is an actual airline pilot who flies 737s, 757s, and 767s. Also a Twitch streamer. So Air Australia, you should give VNav Path's channel a follow if he's still here. And
or even if he's not.
Yeah. Well, if you can find him, right?
Oh, yeah.
And he'll be able to answer all kinds of questions about what it takes to become an airline pilot. Speaking of airline pilots, I got one right across my 12 o'clock here. We got, it was a Sparkle. Can't quite see the nameplate. I got an A320 anyways directly in front of me.
Yeah. Chuck Norris goes through airport security. He makes them take off their shoes.
Yeah, Quarter Gas, that was a good show. That was filmed in Saskatchewan, which was Factual Girl's home province.
Yep. Yep, got a friend who, their brother's friend is the main guy, Brent Butt, in that show.
Oh,
Of
really?
course, because, yeah.
Because
yeah.
everyone in
'Cause
Saskatchewan
everyone in
knows
Tisdale
everyone
knows
else.
each other. Well, in a small town, yeah.
Saskatchewan.
Gesundheit, Smecky.
All my marshmallows melted. Like, they literally dissolved. There's nothing
You
left.
can add more.
I know I can add more. I'm,
you'll just have,
I'm
like,
going to.
Hot marshmallow chocolate.
Yeah. Just FYI, our trivia show, What the Flock, tomorrow is cancelled. Very sad to have to say that. Anime Birder has a prior engagement and is not able to attend tomorrow. And we have the big showdown coming up between our ringer, our in-house champion, Anime Birder,
Yes.
our professional quizzer, and our three-time returning champion on the show, Hapes. So we're pitting those two against each other in the next episode. But Enemy Birder cannot attend tomorrow due to a prior engagement. So we're going to postpone that until a future date.
Very exciting.
So no trivia tomorrow if you're hoping to see that. My apologies for that. Sparkly Goose was that A320 pilot up ahead.
Oh, nice.
Muskeg is here now and a TBM. Also a TBM.
Yeah, we've had some pretty amazing contestants on that show.
We have, yeah.
Hapes is so quick on the race against the clock.
Yeah, Hapes is good. Hapes is good at the rapid fire questions. He's been unbeatable so far.
Yeah.
Other contestants are better at the preliminary round, though. Allison Johnson is our
Had got 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. She was our
Wow.
champion so far at the preliminary round. And Pixie
She's
Lou
so
got
smart.
8 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he was very smart too. Had some tough questions. Are you warming up yet with that hot chocolate?
Very good hot cocoa. All right, 32 nautical miles to go. Should be about 10 minutes flying time. Yeah, 12 minutes according to the MFD here.
I'm just going to show a couple of photos. So, for some people who may not have been on the stream earlier, we're of course flying the Iditarod Trail.
That's right, yeah, in Alaska.
Yeah, and one of the very famous sled dogs, one of the lead dogs, was named Balto.
Mm.
And Balto was one of 2 lead dogs, Balto and Fox, that was on the last leg of a relay that carried antitoxin for diphtheria into Nome, Alaska. Sorry, I talked over you.
No, I was talking over you. You were struggling for a word, and I was going to try to help you, but then you got it.
Awesome. So there is a statue of Balto in New York's Central Park, and there's also an animated movie about Balto that I have actually not seen, but
Yeah.
it was, one of the lead dogs for the last leg of the journey, but of course Togo is the real hero of the story and just heroic dog overall. Balto, his body
He's been preserved.
preserved. Togo has also been preserved. But I will show you an image here of Balto given some good side eye. This is Balto's taxidermied body in the museum. Are those goggles real?
No, these are just fake costume.
Costumey.
$20 on Amazon.
Preserved.
Yeah.
Togo is also stuffed and preserved in Alaska, and then his skeleton is elsewhere in a museum somewhere. But yes, they were, considered very
You said that there was a part of the drug that did 30 regulations commercial organization.
Yes.
Do you think that's the start of the right now?
And very well could be, yeah, because it was, they were actually on more of the and so the ice was actually cracking up, and the dogs and the sled needed to sort of jump over and traverse over, like, moving ice floes. Yes. Togo. Is that? Yes, that is a dog. I will now show you a picture of the finish line of the Iditarod Trail. And I had mentioned a little earlier in the stream that there is this lantern that they call the Widow's Lamp. And it sort of signifies almost like a lighthouse might for ships that, back in the 20s or even before, that when dog sled teams would take off, they would call ahead and say where they were going to, and the destination would keep a lantern out, you know, keep a porch light on.
Hang on. First of all, Enemy Ritter says, Iditarod. That's what she said. And then I'm going to say, Iditarod. We damn near killed him.
Yes, yes. Oh, the finish line jokes. Yeah. That's awesome. So yeah, so this is the Widow's Lamp, which is a lantern that they light when the Iditarod race starts. And they keep it going until not only the winner crosses the finish line, but the last person to cross, the final dog sled team crosses the finish line, and then it goes out.
Sorry, no, we do not have kids.
No. So we are not neglecting them right now.
Mention before, did you know a DC-6 helped stranded Iditarod champions last year?
No.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Enemy Ritter. The same jokes we did when we were 13. There's an entire subreddit called Not 13, and this is funny. And it's exactly what you're saying.
And I believe this is in. Let me check. This is no.
Oh, TT2 Feet followed us 22 minutes ago. Did we see that one? Or did we miss that?
I missed that. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so
TT2.
sorry, TT2 Feet. We completely missed that. So if you're still here, thank you for following, and welcome to the Freaking Flyer program.
It's been a busy night.
It's been a lot going on tonight.
But you're very
Look
welcome.
at this. Look at Severi N55 here in the Diamond 62, flying right off my wingtip. Looking good there.
Wow. Good formation.
Yeah. Oh, TT, you are still here. Great. So, TT, thanks for the follow, and glad you stuck around. Sorry I missed that earlier. We've had a lot going on tonight. Speaking of which, it is time for another announcement from the captain. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is the captain speaking from the flight deck. We have started our descent into Elam. Please be advised, we will not be coming to a full stop landing at the passenger terminal. If Elam is your final stop with us this evening, for your comfort and safety, please exit the airplane using the following technique. First, throw your carry-on bag onto the runway, and then use the tuck and roll technique to safely extricate yourself from the aircraft. If you're staying with us past Elam onto Nome, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened. Temperature here at Elam is negative 18 degrees Celsius, so pretty cold. You're going to want to bundle up when you exit the plane. And weather, as you can see if you have a window seat, is mostly sunny with some scattered clouds. Expect to have you on the ground in approximately 3 minutes. Thank you for choosing Saturday Night's Alright for Flighting. Just gonna try to finish off my hot chocolate before we have to land here.
Or basically cup of melted marshmallows.
Cup of melted marshmallow. That doesn't have quite the same ring to it.
No.
You're showing plus 14 in your plane. Yeah, we might have different weather settings, CCT. I'm gonna fly a right-hand circle for this one, so I'm gonna turn right downwind now. Airport's in sight. Pixie Lou asks, have you ever been to Alaska?
Well, Pixie.
Well, folks, he's trolling us because we have been to Alaska with Pixie Lou, so he already knows the answer to that question. But yes, we have been to Alaska, but not this far north in Alaska. We were on the Alaskan Panhandle by the British Columbian border and the Yukon border, for that matter. We went to Skagway and to Juneau, the capital of Alaska, and there was one other place we went there too. Another town.
Skagway? Did we
No,
say Skagway?
I said Skagway. The one where we went kayaking.
What's it called? Starts with a K.
Ketchikan.
Ketchikan.
Yeah. Yes, we went to Ketchikan, Skagway, and Juneau in Alaska.
Didn't they have a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio about Ketchikan?
We saw bears from a train. We did. We saw a mama bear and 2 bear cubs.
Yes.
Two little,
and the train
little small
was
bear
amazing.
cubs.
The
Yeah.
Skagway train is definitely something. It's worth doing.
Pixie Lou, say hello to Mrs. Pixie Lou on behalf of myself and Factual Gull. It's been so long since we've seen you and your family because of this COVID lockdown.
Yeah, or anyone.
Yeah, or anyone for that matter. Absolutely correct. Oh, overshot the turn onto final there. Just gonna cut back a little bit. That moment when you get some soda from the vending machine and it's on a hill, then you drop your soda. Catch a can.
Nice.
Good one, Anime Birder.
Ketchikan is one of those words that, like, needs a bit of workshopping, like Anime Birder just did, but has so much potential.
Yeah. This was almost certainly the body of water that the sled dogs ran over when it was it was frozen over at the time.
I would think so.
Yeah. I see some ice road truckers. Yeah.
Yeah, this is looking like thought out season.
Frank Abagnale Jr., aka Leonardo DiCaprio, in the movie Catch Me If You Can, was a doctor, a lawyer, and is a co-pilot for a major airline, all before his 18th birthday. A master of deception, he was also a brilliant forger whose skill gave him his first real claim to fame. Sorry, Fashion, will you continue that thought? I gotta focus on the landing. I was drifting off on final, which is what you don't want to be doing.
Yes, will do. I really love that movie. Like, as much as he was a con man, like, his skill was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how he could actually con his way into doing all those things. He had to demonstrate a lot of, like, actual sort of real life skill in conning. Which is pretty incredible.
I got a link in chat there for the do-it-yourself DMCA compliant soundtrack for the takeoff roll. So go ahead and click that link as we get moving here. Rotate. We got positive rates. See some of those positive rate emotes in chat there, folks. And we've only got 82 nautical miles to go to get to Nome, our final destination. So once we get underway here, that's probably about 35-ish minutes of flying time, and then we'll be wrapping up. Paradox says, tucking and rolling here at Elam. Well, thanks for joining us, Paradox. Appreciate you sticking out for the technical issues we had earlier. Hope you've enjoyed this flight. And we're now going to be continuing on here to Nome for the last 80 nautical mile stretch. Factual Gull, why don't you put the map of the Iditarod route up again, and we can show people where we are and where we still have to go.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Papa Foxtrot Echo Lima Traffic Diamond Sierra Echo Victor Echo Romeo.
So hopefully you'll be able to read that on your screens, but we just took off from Elam, which you can see is, on that northern... Whoa, what just happened here? Royal has resubbed.
Hey, Royal.
Hello. Thank you so much for that resub, Royal. Really appreciate your support. Nice to see you again.
And as you can see, we are retracing the route of the Iditarod.
Yes.
So we were just in Elam, which is, we started all the way down in Anchorage at kind of the bottom right.
Yep.
And we are on that kind of very last leg. There's Elam, and then Gullivan White Mountain safety that we are not stopping in, and then finally Nome.
Yeah. So Buffalo Chips, the next ICAO is Papa Alpha Oscar Mike, and that is Nome, Alaska, which is our final full stop destination. Royal, I'm so disappointed we didn't have a chance to play our Dungeons and Dragons game yesterday.
Oh.
We, for those of you who don't know, Royal and community manager Jane and myself and a few others, we were all going to get together to play a socially distanced round of Dungeons and Dragons, but due to some scheduling conflicts, we had to cancel that.
Oh no.
So I hope Royal were able to reschedule and continue that sometime. I'm sure you put a lot of effort in as the dungeon master creating the adventure for us. I know I personally put a lot of a lot of effort into just creating my character. And as the DM, I know you have way more to do, way more work to do. We were just going to... Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Will that be streamed? Probably not, Super Typhon.
I'd watch it.
Although, if you want to watch Jane playing Dungeons & Dragons, she is part of a weekly Twitch stream for several years now, where every Monday night, Jane streams her group playing D&D. I'm not going to tell you where that is. You'll have to find that on your own.
Anime Birder says Noam Chomsky, different gnome.
Yeah.
One of my favorite comic book authors and fellow Canadian, Ryan North, has a dog named Noam Chomsky, which I also think is the best dog name ever.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's Noam Chomsky.
Noam Chomsky.
Oh, such a good dog name.
Pixel has met Noam Chomsky IRL. We had a good talk about the availability of the internet in Africa.
Ah.
That is an interesting topic.
Engaging autopilot.
And yes, I believe that the spelling was Chomsky.
No, Super Typhon, it is not on her personal channel, but I'm not going to tell you more. If you're enough of a sleuth, you can probably find it. It's not exactly top secret information, but I'm not going to give it away. Hey, Air Australia, welcome back. Nice to see you again.
Hello.
Anime says, alternate history novel set in Jewish Sitka, Alaska. The Yiddish Policemen's Union.
Yeah, and had a link there. Thank Buddy Rabbit. How much longer? Well, we said that
Hang on.
we'd probably be around 3 p.m. Sydney, Australia time.
We're gonna be,
and we're definitely gonna do that.
we're pretty much gonna be there exactly. So we have 77 nautical miles to go to our last airport. We're still climbing. We're gonna get to cruise altitude here in a moment, but I anticipate this will be about 30 minutes flying time, maybe slightly less. We'll see once we get to cruise altitude.
Yeah. How long would it be on dog sled?
On a dog sled, another 77 nautical miles.
How long would it be on a dog sled that is being pulled by co-pilot Winglet? Probably forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, yes indeed. It is Papa Alpha Oscar Mike, Nome, Alaska is our final destination on this, the Iditarod dog sled race tour in Microsoft Flight Sim. Looking at some beautiful northern Alaskan scenery here. Look at those skies and the water and the snowy ground below us. Fabulous.
Yeah. And Sparkly Goose, if it's pulled by Togo, will be there in no time.
Yeah.
He is super fast.
Chris, by the way, you're a Severin 55. Okay,
Oh,
great.
nice.
Yeah. Anyone, if you have a different name in the sim, like your gamer tag is different than your Twitch username in chat, please let us know so I know who's here and who's in chat and who's flying with us. It's always nice. Once again, just acknowledging some of the members of the flock who have joined us. We got Buffalo Chips, Severin55, who is Christian44 in chat, D-Money71, Schmecky Bleeman, likes to program, Thickets, Supreme, Lotus Geek, CTT, Sparkly Goose, Lazy Hippo, Loud and Deadly, Towering Chart, Thickets, Saint Token Brown, Muskeg, Craigery, Wombi Actual, The Dove, Fly and More, and oh, Draco is here, and I think I got everyone. If I missed you, my sincere apologies. I tried to mention as many names as I could, but thank you all for joining us for the donation here tonight. For those of you just watching in Twitch, those of you in chat, welcome as well. Glad to have you with us. And if you don't participate in the chat, just like to watch the stream and mind your own business, you're very welcome and appreciated too.
You ever think about Ryan's house?
What do you think about the Ryan spells?
Big places.
Yeah, 3-star. Reverse card on you there, a factual
Well
gall.
played.
Do you guys see what I did there, chat?
Threw it right back at me.
Pulling the old Uno reverse.
Uno. So good.
You weren't expecting that.
I was not expecting that. No.
Do I want my flaps down? No, I don't want my flaps down. Thanks for pointing that out.
Thank
I was
you,
not.
fast flap.
I was not paying attention. A dad joke about Orion's belt. Buckle up.
Ah.
Royal loves it. Yeah, Air Australia, we'll tune into your stream.
Yeah.
So Colton in-game is D-Money, right there in the TBM.
Like what Super Typhon said, in-game name might be Super Teflon because of Kendrick.
What's the alternate name to a -8? A -8. All right, we are at cruising speed, 69 nautical miles to go, and our ETE is 25 minutes.
Oh.
So we'll be arriving in Nome 25 minutes from now, and that will be our final full stop landing on tonight's flight. Hope everyone has enjoyed this journey across northern Alaska from Anchorage all the way to Nome, recreating the famous Iditarod, both the dog sled race that's happening to this day, in fact just concluded last week, but also the original 1925 run where a relay team of multiple sled dogs delivered much needed life-saving medication to the isolated town of Nome when they had a diphtheria outbreak. Certainly enjoyed flying over this gorgeous northern Alaskan scenery.
Oh, it's beautiful. And if Nome is your home, welcome home to Nome.
Well, we still have 25 minutes to go. Air Australia, I'm too busy flying right now, but I will give you a follow after the stream is over. Willie Mel, good night to you, and yes, we will see you in Perth next week for the Indian Pacific Wing Race, our first charity endurance race of the year. In fact, we're going to put another link to that in chat. Those of you who missed the earlier announcement, we are flying across Australia from Perth to Sydney, doing an endurance competition open to all Microsoft Flight Sim pilots, and we are raising money for an absolutely great charity, the Royal Flying Doctors Service. This is an organization that provides medical and health services and medical evacuations to people who need to go to a hospital, to people living in the Australian outback that don't normally have access to a doctor or emergency medical services. But here it says, if Nome is your home, I need to queue up Rome by the B-52s. And yes, you guys, you have about 24 hours left to register for the Indian Pacific Wing Race. Just gonna go alt-tab over then, see how many people we have signed up. We are now up to 49. 49 people have signed up. So let's see if we can get that into the 50s. 1 day left to go. And yes, Bleeman has put the link there in chat. Those are the that's the link to the organization's website and their donate page, and we'll of course be promoting that very heavily on our stream next week.
Excellent.
Skipper wants to know, how do you make a universe party? You plan it. Oh my god.
Yes!
Oh my god. So bad. Oh, Dr. Notham is still here. I missed him earlier flying a Spitfire.
Still there in the Spitfire?
Yeah, I thought Dr. Notham might have gone to bed by now, coming from Europe, but staying in for the long haul. Nice to see you, Dr. Notham.
And hey, Alston Rat City, we are about 20-some minutes away from Nome, just completing our flight.
Yeah, we are 21 and a half minutes away from our final full-stop landing in Nome, Alaska.
Yeah, following the path of the Iditarod.
Pixie Lou says, you can't trust atoms. They make up everything. Wambi saying, I suspect your Bing data is off. My ground textures look completely different. Well, I'm using the nice snow weather preset. So if I just change it to like live weather, for example, yours probably look like this. But I thought flying over Alaska, oh, there we go. Flying over Alaska, I thought it would be good to have like the nice snow weather. Would look cool. So Alston Red City has redeemed trivia.
Okay, we're done with this card.
Super Duck fans, I bet the 16-hour wing race will be flooded with dad jokes. Factual Gall has got to spend a lot of time preparing dad jokes. I've got generic ground textures. Oh, maybe because I had an internet outage earlier. Well, no, I'm obviously online, so I can see the other players. Yeah, I don't know why it's not downloading the scenery then. Pixie Lou says, Alaska, nice to snow you.
Okay, 70s trivia. Gene Hackman won an Oscar for Best Actor for his role as an NYPD detective in what movie?
Gene Hackman won an Oscar for NYPD detective. Well, he was Lex Luthor in Superman, so I don't think it's that. Bunny Rabbit's probably got it. French Connection, yeah,
It is the French Connection. Bunny Rabbit and then Bleeman both have it.
Well done to both of you. Bunny Rabbit and Bleeman correctly got it. French Connection. Popeye Doyle. All right, SCW is going to tuck and roll. They've just landed at no. Well, we'll see you again next time, SCW. And I think I saw you signed up for the Indy Pack, so I hope you're getting some prep sessions in for next week's race. Dragon 40th, hello to you. Nice to stop in. We're very close to wrapping up here. We're only 53 nautical miles or 19 minutes of flying time for our final destination. Richard Train says, Detective Jimmy Popeye Doyle is a fictional character portrayed by actor Gene Hackman in the film The French Connection and its sequel, The French Connection 2, and by Ed O'Neill in the 1986 television film Popeye Doyle.
And the day of the race in Australia, if you are in Australia...
Sunday, April 4th in Australia, but in North America, it's Saturday, April 3rd. So be very careful about that.
So it is starting Sunday, April 4th.
At 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
Perth time.
Perth time. So whatever that is for you,
yeah,
that's when it starts.
So if you click the link Factual Gold posted earlier in chat.
I'll post it again.
You posted it. If you click this link, it shows you different time zones from around the world for when the race starts. So be very, very careful to pick the right date for the right time. Skipper Jeff, last one I promise. When Spider-Man keeps driving in the city with his evil twin from the Mirror Universe. Because he was a bad parallel Parker.
Copilot one that isn't even acknowledging that one.
Yeah.
She's like, oh.
All right, so Bleeman is saying it's 11 a.m. on April 4th, Easter Sunday, in Sydney. Schmecky, how did they name Canada? Well, I know this one as a Canadian, but for the sake of chat, I will allow you to write the punchline in chat there. But I do know where this one's going. Dr. No Thumb, that's some nice maneuvering in a Spitfire.
Is this the one with the spelling of it?
Yeah, Schmecky's got it. C-A-N-A-D-A.
Canada.
Canada.
Houses, the village down there.
No, I know the word. It is nation, and Canada is its name.
And that, of course,
Was a part of our
part
heritage.
of our heritage. Ah. It's really funny.
Yeah, if we have any Canadians in chat who watched television in the 90s, I'm sure you find that hilarious. I love it when the Canadians discover your stream.
Anime Birder, you of course are our honorary Canadian.
Yeah.
Alex Lifeson, yes. Although
Neil Peart stands
Neil
alone.
Peart stands alone.
He's also dead.
Well, yes.
Man, this was, speaking of dead people, this was a bad week for celebrity deaths. We had Jessica Walter, aka Lucille Bluth from Arrested Development, and Mallory Archer from Archer. She
And
died earlier.
she's been an actor for
Yeah.
many years. She was in
Yeah.
many things before that.
She died earlier this week.
Yeah.
Small town Token Brown, Southern Ontario, checking in. Yeah, she died earlier this week. And then Beverly Cleary, the children's author, also died a couple days ago. She was like 104 though. So
Yeah.
you know, that's if you make it to 104, you can't really complain about anything. Yeah, well, I mean, this is amazing scenery. We're flying over northern Alaska here on the last stretch up until up to Nome, Alaska. Air Australia, we have 15 minutes until we arrive.
Skipper Jeff, what was Canada called before it was called Canada? I feel like this is going to be a joke.
You should do a new segment, Good Week for Celebrity Deaths.
Oh.
Well, when Rush Limbaugh died a few weeks ago, that was a good
dear.
week for celebrity deaths.
I mean, there would be a pretty short program or a pretty
Yeah.
short segment. It would be like, thankfully, nobody.
Yeah. After the British conquest of New France, the name Quebec was sometimes used instead of Canada.
Oh, this isn't a joke. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Buffalo Chips, I always leave infinite fuel on. Just, I know it's not realistic, but I don't like to have to worry about running out of fuel in the middle of a stream. Obviously, for next week's Indian Pacific Wing Race, one of the rules is you have to have limited fuel turned on. So we will do that for that event. But for this, I just leave on infinite fuel turned on. And Biglermon has redeemed the dad joke.
So, you know that I tried out being a letter carrier, but I only lasted one day. I turned up on time in my shiny new uniform, and I was handed a letter, and I thought to myself, this isn't for me.
Oh my god. It's so bad.
Oh, Skipper, don't you promise no more batches?
Ritter says, there are certain people who pass from this world, and my epitaph for them is, and nothing of value was lost. That's a rare thing. Yeah. All right, good night to you, Jack.
Good night, Jack.
Craigery, A+ delivery. Wabi, by the way, for anyone flying with us who want to make sure they've got Bing scenery streaming, options, general data, Bing data, world graphics on. Okay, let me just double check that.
Okay.
So general, options, sorry, where is it? Options, general data.
Bing data world graphics on.
I'm not even seeing Bing data world graphics. Oh yeah. Bing data, oh, it's off. Oh, why did that get turned off? How did that happen?
Well,
There we go, turn that on.
sometimes settings just, you know.
All right, there we go, turn that back on.
Nice. Thanks, Warby.
Oh yeah, now the textures, you can see them are starting to load in.
Oh, I see. Oh, cool.
Craigery, I think my pun got missed. Factual goal, your delivery on that last. Excellent. Oh, we did in fact miss that, Craigery.
Love it. Sorry, I think I skipped over. But
I have no idea how that setting got switched. I'm sure I had that turned on. Maybe when there was a
just like auto reset.
well, there was an
the patch or
update.
something.
Maybe an update might have changed it. I've seen updates change settings every now and then. TD, I had to turn itself off once. I couldn't figure out why the photogrammetry wasn't working.
It is so much better looking. Yeah. Holy smokes, maybe that explains China. I don't think that fully explains China.
Yeah.
Murder.
Yeah.
With the end of our, especially the last few days of our Silk Road tour.
Oh, John Buck says when you had internet issues earlier, it automatically shuts that off. That would explain it.
That
Okay.
does explain it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh no, John Buck sim crashed.
Oh, John F's in chat. We were so close to the end. Oh, you landed though. You did make it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just sim crash.
Comic Crazy says all this stream ever does is constantly buffer, unable to watch.
Oh no. Are others finding buffering?
Is anyone else reporting buffering?
We did have some big problems earlier, but hopefully it's.
Anime Birder says no buffering. Yeah, is anyone else noticing issues? Wami says no buffering here, good here, no buffering, no buffering. Yeah,
Okay,
Comic
okay.
Crazy, I think it might be on your end. Might want to check out your internet connection there, Comic Crazy, because
Yeah.
everyone else is saying it's fine for them.
Okay. Great. Yeah, we're quite sensitive to that tonight because we did start off with lots of issues.
Yeah.
And then managed to sort them out. OK2 is saying I'm running live weather and the preferred runways are 10 and 03.
All right, how far are we? 26 nautical miles to go.
So speaking of checkpoints, you were saying when you were when I had asked how long would it take to do the Iditarod with a dog sled team,
Yep.
there are 23 checkpoints on the northern route
Yep.
where they would stop or at least check in. The first in Anchorage and the last in Nome. On the southern route, there are 24 checkpoints.
Oh, okay. And this is the northern route that we were flying, because that's the one they used in 2021.
Yes. Yeah.
This must be where Asobo did their frame rate testing. Yeah. Well, the hotfix came out yesterday, and apparently people are reporting it's working well and solved a lot of the issues that were introduced in Sim Update 3. So that's good to know.
And then you go to Prague, and they're all checkpoints. Awesome.
All right. Do one more acknowledgement of everyone in the flock flying along with us tonight. We've got Buffalo Chips, Dr. No Thumb, Tiring Chart, Fly and More, Triton 610, Bleeman, CTT, Likes to Program, Craigery, St. Token Brown, Sparkly Goose, Severy 55, Schmecky, Thickets, Supreme, Draco RPG, Lazy Hippo, Muskeg. I think I might have mentioned you already, but if not, you get it twice. And if I did miss you, I didn't do it on purpose. Oh, Loud and Deadly is here. November 67 229er and Maximus Power. So thanks to all of you for joining us on this cross-Alaska flight along the Iditarod Trail. We have got 20 nautical miles to go, so we're getting close to the end, about 6 minutes flying time until we arrive. So we'll be shutting her down soon. To everyone flying with us, to everyone participating in the chat, and to anyone just lurking and watching the show. We really appreciate all of you tuning in and supporting the stream, and wish all of you a very pleasant evening here for the last 5 minutes or so, 6 minutes or so, until we get ready to sign off.
Or morning or afternoon, wherever you are joining us.
Well, the scenery does look a lot better though since I
It really does. I'm just
tweaked that setting.
away.
Yeah, you're right though. It should give you a notification that it turned that setting off and you need to go back in and re-enable it.
Oh yeah. Yes,
Oh, Sparkly Goose is here too, and Wombi Actual.
Oh.
They were off in the distance. Air Australia, welcome back. Nice to see you again. Yeah, 5 more minutes until landing. In fact, yeah, 5.5 minutes exactly.
Not much attention given to Alaska in the last USA update.
Yeah, they focus mainly on the lower 48. I'm not sure if Alaska got any handcrafted landmarks.
Oh, that's too bad. Aloha from Hawaii.
They did say though that they will probably do a USA update 2
Okay.
in the future. It's not confirmed yet. The only other world update that's been confirmed is the next world update coming soon is the Benelux update. France, Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg. And that's coming in a couple weeks. No date has been set, but they said probably April sometime.
I just took some Benelux for my scratchy throat earlier in the stream. John Buck is saying someone already modded in the stuck.
Of course they did. Of course they did.
Love it.
Super Dive, I might have Denali be your next request to talk as my co-pilot.
Yeah.
Air Australia, yes, we absolutely will be streaming the Australia race on Twitch next weekend, right on this channel. So be sure to tune in. I think I got the runway in sight. Up where Dr. No Thumb, yeah, there's a landing lights. November 67, Maximus Power, look to be on the ground. Dr. No Thumb's going to be on final here pretty shortly.
Mike Traffic Diamond, Sierra Echo Victor, Echo Romeo, Yankee, November 5,
Got 10 nautical miles to go until we get there.
6,300 feet, inbound to land runway 21.
We can do a straight in approach on this one. We won't fly up full circuit. Bobby says, I'm hoping all the work they did to support third-party source terrain data will mean they can easily adapt all the excellent terrain data that exists publicly for Norway and Scandinavia. Yeah, definitely. All right, I think it's time for an announcement from the captain. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain speaking from the flight deck. We've started our descent into Nome. Nome will be our final full-stop destination tonight. We will be taxiing to the passenger terminal and coming to a full stop. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off. Local temperature here in Nome is minus 16 degrees Celsius. And weather, as you can see by looking at your windows, is mostly sunny with scattered clouds. If Nome is your home, then welcome home. There's no place like home. Otherwise, we wish you a very pleasant stay in the Nome area or wherever your final destination may be. We know you have many choices in Twitch streams, and we thank you for choosing ours. On behalf of the crew here on Saturday Night's All Right for Flighting, we wish you a very pleasant evening. All right, just trying to align ourselves for final. Call this a slant base.
The dad jokes, no mercy.
No mercy, yeah. I had a small model of the city made. It's now outside as a garden at Nome. All right, turning on to final, reducing our airspeed to approach speed. See several people are already on the ground ahead of us. So switch to the external camera here for a moment so you can see the town of Nome. Obviously, it's built up a little bit. We got some structures here to our 11 o'clock, but obviously not a major settlement by any means.
One last little piece of trivia about the sled dogs.
Yeah.
So we talked about Leonard Seppala and his team of sled dogs that did the majority of the relay of the diphtheria medication in 1925, and you can see Togo on the far left there, and the rest of the dogs. Leonard Seppala was also very much a breeder of sled dogs as well, and used Siberian Huskies and Alaskan Malamutes and similar dogs. And after Togo did his heroic journey in 1925, he then was bred and had puppies, and his Seppala actually started a new breed of sled dog called the Seppala sled dogs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so they are known as being a little bit smaller than Alaskan Malamutes or Siberian Huskies, but really sort of, you know, tenacious and fast and good sled dogs, but also really great, like loyal and really great personalities.
Oh, great.
You know, well-mannered.
Good doggos.
Yeah, they're all good doggos. So, you know.
I missed the turn off on that taxiway. We'll get the next one.
Oh, where's Winglet? There we go. Winglet's also a good dog, but, you know, a little less energetic than a sled dog. Were they sort of a yellowy brown? Well, this is interesting because we normally think of Huskies or Malamutes as being sort of gray and white, or kind of a reddish and white. And you can see that Togo on the left there is really quite dark, and the dog next to him was really quite dark as well. They were mostly sort of a combination of like white and black and gray. really.
Ivan Okari says, nice landing.
Oh,
Nice to see you.
nice.
I see what you did there, Ivan Okari. All right, just gonna try to come to a stop here. All right, Dav, thanks for tuning in. Glad you enjoyed it.
And Triton.
You're very welcome. I'm just gonna pull off to the parking here. If you guys want to, anyone who's landed, want to come park next to me, maybe get some nice screenshots for the Discord server. We're going to be signing off here shortly, folks. Once again, I want to thank everyone who tuned in. We really appreciate it. We love the love and support we get from our audience. You guys are fantastic. Everyone who flew along with us tonight, I hope you enjoyed the itinerary. I hope you found the flight scenic and beautiful and enjoyed this northern Alaskan scenery. Definitely hope you enjoyed all the facts and the trivia and the history that Factual Gull shared about the Iditarod, both the original 1925 medical relief efforts and the
race.
The modern race
Yeah.
from the 1970s to the present. Just finished a week ago. And of course all the great doggos that we saw.
Oh, they're all good dogs.
They're all the best dog. Winglet is also the best dog.
Yeah, we love Winglet.
Every dog is the best dog.
They are.
So we are going to Copilot looks tired. She absolutely is.
Super tired.
She's conked out. She's done. All right, Pastor, I wanted to switch over there. We'll find someone to raid. Air Australia, are you?
If you're on.
If you're on, we'll raid you. I don't actually see you here. What's your Air underscore Australia?
Air underscore Australia. Funny rabbit, yes. All those tongues. Very long one.
Air Australia, you're not live right now. So let's find someone else to raid. What do we got? Oh, Amplify Oz. That's a good guy. Oh, Hapes is on. Let's go raid Hapes.
Oh, let's raid Hapes.
We're gonna raid Hapes, guys. Our 3-time returning champion in What the Flock, our trivia show. So everyone go show Hapes a lot of love. Give him a follow if you're not following him already. And support his stream. Hapes is a great guy. And like I said, it's won our trivia show 3 weeks in a row. So let's have a big CDL Factual welcome for Hapes. We will see you next time. Remember, we have a special April 1st, April Fool's Day stream coming up on Thursday for Dog is My Co-Pilot. There might be some airlines involved. We'll see. So let's go raid Hapes. Thank you, everyone. Show them a lot of love, and we will see you next time. Good night, everyone.
That's not helpful.
Physical joint.